Here we are with that overarching theme talking about protect your time as a leader. It's so very important that you do that. So here we are in your spiritually fit room, and you might be thinking, well, Kate, what does this have to do with protecting my time? A lot more than you realize. You see the huge benefits when you protect your time as a leader and you make sure that you get things done that are important to you and that of your team, is that it fosters this beautiful, deeper connection with yourself, with your higher source, and also with your purpose. You see, by creating that space, by making sure you get done what's important for you in the beginning, it just now frees you up. It frees you up now to be able to have some self reflection, to see where you're out of alignment. You see, all of us want to feel a sense of grounding, but when we're busy on that stress treadmill, the reality is the stress goes boom, 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 boom. The volume keeps getting turned up on that stress treadmill, and we wonder why we feel exhausted. We wonder why we don't feel ourselves and we don't feel anchored. It's because we have not protected our time. So your time, as we talked about in the very first week, is really, it's your greatest commodity. And the only person that's responsible for that is you. You know, I'm a huge fan of 100% responsibility for our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. I learned that from my mentor, Jack Canfield, Chicken Soup for the Soul co-author. And it's really, really important that when you're protecting your time, you are very intentional about where you put your time, but also those boundaries and making certain that there is you in the equation. So often as a leader, everybody wants a piece of you. So if you're not very intentional in taking that pause and saying, okay, what do I need? Right now I feel overwhelmed. Okay, so right now my time, it needs to be devoted to me going for a walk. Maybe that meeting could happen by me having a phone call while I'm out with nature. Perhaps it's that I'm going to allow myself, as I mentioned earlier, for me being out in nature is such a great energizer for me. My creativity just starts to blossom. So again, when you protect your time, you're also protecting that part of you that says, so she thinks or he thinks I'm worth it. Yes, and you are. So by protecting your time, you're allowing yourself to really be able to find that meaningful connection. You see, because if I'm so busy just working on the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and I'm allowing all these distractions and interruptions to be just a normal part of every day, I'm not saying those distractions are real, because they are. However, if I don't protect that time, what's going to happen is that's going to be your life. And you're going to wonder why you feel off. You're going to wonder why you feel zapped with your energy. You're going to wonder why you feel like you're not in alignment with your purpose. So the best way to anchor yourself is by already starting your morning routine. You know, I'm a huge fan of how you start your day creates your day. So part of that is I just was watching this earlier about how when the first 5 minutes when we wake up, it's a very powerful time coming out of REM sleep. And so whatever it is you want to create in that day, intentionally say, what do I need to do to focus in on today? And it might be your breath. It may be, making sure you're fully present in the moment. And so being aware of your body connected to the chair. It may be that, I want to make sure that I'm limiting my time with so-and-so because I know that they can be an energy sucker. They seem to be really mulling over the problem, and I'm not serving anybody by joining them in that pit of problems, rather than, let me know when you've got some solutions, and I'm happy to support you with that. So again, protecting your time is really critical for you as a leader on all levels, and especially for you to remain grounded in the work you do so you can bring your best self forward. Have yourself a beautiful day.